So this is a video that I saw actually the other morning. I was sitting down and looked through and I was like, wow, this chick is like flawlessly going through this, how would I say it, circuit, something like that. And then the top comment, as you can see how I clicked on it and went up, was, what do these people do for work? And for me, I like, isn't that such a negative way to look at someone doing that stuff? Because of, you're almost kind of criticizing these people for the choices that were made earlier in life. And I know I was lucky enough to, when I did my ACL injury that took me out of rugby league for a whole year at the age of 18. I did it the night before I turned 18 or the day before I turned 18. I turned 18 and I went off. Like I dropped the ball for, I would say, like 2 years. Grew my hair out. I was skating. I was drinking. I was going out. I was doing all that stuff. And I was just lucky enough to have people in my life that kind of like pulled me back on track. But if you look at from our last episode, if you look at like the compounding belief, the compounding effect of actually turning up and doing certain things each day, you end up getting to a person like this lady who absolutely dominates this course, is clearly so fit, so strong, and they don't slip up as much as I may have. We also have a whole generation, probably like the person in the comments, that made a choice at 16 to leave playing sport, do an apprenticeship, start going to the pub every afternoon. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they were never sporty. Maybe they were a bit more of a nerd in school. Maybe they didn't have any athletic ability, or maybe they did try and they failed. And they are now in a job that is exactly what their skill set is. It's to sit at a desk, stay quiet, other than on social media, obviously. And that's the way they went. They have every opportunity to go and start running, start lifting, whatnot. But they would choose to sit back and say these things. And I was just looking at it, I was like, this person who is in this video, this very athletic person, has made life choices that has allowed them to be paid by Red Bull, be sponsored, be an athlete. It is their job. And a lot of these people, and this comes down to it, this is a great way, or a great thing I think of all the time. It's like, people say to me, oh, easy enough for you, you work at a gym, so you can train all the time. When was the last time you wanted to stay at work after you've done the work, after I've done 7 to 10 hours of face-to-face with clients, hearing about different stories, interacting with different people? That takes energy. And then stay there and then do your job again for yourself. Does an accountant want to sit down after accounting for 10 people in a day and then sit down and then do their own accounting? Probably not. It probably sucks. And the easiest time that I used to find was training when I had an electrical apprenticeship, because I was able to leave that job and that left my mind after that situation. And I could rock up and just do the job the next day, and I didn't take anything home. Now everything stays with me all the time. So what I find funny is that people think just because people are in those situations, it's going to be easy, like as if that person that is commenting in that comment section didn't have a job, that is what they would choose in life. People doing ultra marathons, and they go, oh, look at all the time that you have to run, like anyone could do that. And it's like, if you said to that person tomorrow, do you want to have your job, or do you want to have to run 20 Ks a day so you can do this 260-mile race that goes for 48 hours or 72 hours or whatever? That is the thing you have to think about. It's like, oh, if you, this person that decides to drag their ass to the gym once a week or once a fortnight even, or have a 24-hour gym membership that costs them $20 a week and uses it 3 times a year, they think that if they had their job, if they didn't have their job, that their choice then would be to train every day. That is not the determining factor. These people did have full-time jobs, or possibly did, and they were able to get sponsored because of their determination, their discipline, and the compounding effect of actually turning up every day for themselves. So I thought that was a super interesting video and even more interesting comment. And I do see it a lot. Like, people think that if they were in the position of someone else, they could do exactly what that was, and that doesn't require any discipline because like it looks easy to them. So yeah, interesting. But this has been my second solo episode. Make sure if you're not, you subscribe to the podcast either on YouTube or anywhere that you can listen, and give the radio, Go All Out Radio, a follow on Instagram. Till the next episode, go all out, and hope you enjoyed it.